Hello, my name is Shelby Grams, and my father Jay currently has trigeminal neuralgia, which is a painful nerve in the face, but he says the show must go on, so I'm going to give you my best impression of this amazing car here. And yes, this is a real deal car. It's a 1970 Superbird with the numbers matching 440 under the hood. If you can appreciate originality, I'm sure you will be very satisfied with this car. The car has only had 2 registered owners in the last 36 years, and that is a long time. My father acquired it through a very knowledgeable Mopar collector, also Mopar survivor expert Frank Badalson. He has looked at this car and verbally verified the motor, numbers, and fender tag. Aside from a repaint, new top, and typical maintenance to this car, this is a legitimate survivor with the original metal on it. The engineers at Mopar squeezed all the horsepower they could out of their cars, so they called it a rocket scientist to increase speed with aerodynamics. It wasn't for show, it was to win NASCAR races, and that's what it did. It was the first car to ever exceed 200 miles per hour on a closed circuit track. They were rather obnoxious looking and impractical as an everyday car. They collected dust at the dealer showroom. Some dealers went as far as to remove the nose and wing. And today they are considered the holy grail of muscle cars. So go to volocars.com, and that is where you'll find a price tag on this one and about 200 more collector cars, and each one will have a monthly finance payment as well. So now join me and let's go for a spin. Alright, so this car still has its original metal, and when you look down the side of the car, it really is nice and straight. The original metal was verified by McCacken Judge Frank Madsen. It's complete with the aerodynamic package, which included the nose cone with the flip-up headlights and chin spoiler, racing pins to hold the hood shut, and scoops on top of the front fenders, windshield pillar covers, a flush mount rear window, and of course the tallest wing put on a production car. Has been repainted its original lemon twist yellow, and I think it's a gorgeous color. It adds a nice pop to it. And this is not a $35,000 show quality paint job, but overall the paint shows very well and has a nice glossy finish to it. I am obsessed with it. It was neatly finished off with all new reproduction decals too. And the original vinyl top was recently replaced for the first time and looks nice and fresh. All the glass seems to be original on this car and does have some very minor nicks and scratches. The big doors are very well aligned, and let's see. Open and close very nicely. And you can see them functioning in our test drive video as well. Now this car has 15-inch rally wheels that look great and are wearing Goodyear polyglass reproduction tires. With all that being said, let's go check out the interior. Now opening up the trunk. The underside of the trunk lid and jamb are painted the same color as the exterior, and the weather stripping has been replaced. And all the metal is rock solid, and the trunk floor looks to be original, which is very uncommon on these cars. It does have the correct bracing for the wing and a spare tire on a rally rim with floor jack in place. It also has a rubberized mat that fits very nicely in here. This is a proper and complete trunk compartment by all standards. Now don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when the next video is posted. Now for starters, the door jambs are painted the same color as the body of the car, and the door panels themselves are in very nice original condition and look great. So the dash is pretty nice and unabused on this car, and all the gauges including the tachometer seem to be original, as well as the bezels and knobs that do have some minor pitting, but are extremely very presentable in my opinion. You do have all the additional gauges here as well, monitoring all the engine vitals. The entire dash area fits nice. It isn't cut or cracked. The factory radio is in place, and even the glove box liner is original with a factory ink stamp. Now that's just crazy. It also has the original steering column and steering wheel that of course has the beep beep horn with the cute little Roadrunner logo in the middle. I love it. These equipped with the very desirable bucket seats that still have great cushion and upholstery. And additionally, it has a full center console, and the floor shifter is a much appreciated option as well. Believe it or not, most of these came from the factory with a bench seat with a column shifter, but this one does have the C16 stamp on the fender tag indicating the center console in place. The headliner, rear shelf, rear seat, and carpeting all look great as well. Everything here is nice and clean and unabused, and I'm really liking this car. I cannot stress it enough. Now let's go take a look at that engine compartment. Now I keep talking about the originality on this car, and that theme continues under the hood. So this is the original engine that's VIN number matching with casting and date codes that line up as well. It is a 440 Super Commando, and it was rated at 375 horsepower. This one starts easily and runs great too. Furnished with the stock manifolds and valve covers, and even the air cleaner is complete with the Super Commando pie tin. So it does have a very stock looking original appearance, and it also features basic comforts like power steering and power brakes that all work great. Additionally, it is complete with the correct fan shroud, and the battery is properly secured, and the washers are even hooked up as well. And of course, it has the famous purple beep beep Roadrunner horn up front. This is a very solid engine bay that still has the original fender tag attached to it, and the fender wells and firewall have all been painted lemon twist yellow, just like the body of the car. These cars are already hard enough to find in any condition, period. But add in the fact that it's a numbers matching engine, and it really puts it over the top. You will not find another one like it. Now I just got to start off by saying I absolutely love Roadrunners. They're the most iconic car out there. And under this bird is all rock solid original metal. Again, that was verified by experts. So the floors, frame, rails, inner rockers all look uncut. All of the mechanics have also been maintained as needed on this car. We did replace the fuel tank and service the transmission as well, and the previous owner must have replaced the shocks recently because they look very fresh. And the exhaust looks to be very solid and has the correct tips. The brakes are functioning properly, and it has disc in front, and additionally the emergency brake is also hooked up on this car. And when looking up at the motor, we verified the correct casting code, dates, and matching VIN numbers. The 727 torque flight automatic trans is very clean and was serviced. Back is the original 8 3/4 inch rear end with 355 sure grip gears. And the solid floors have what appears to be a factory or dealer applied undercoated, and the remainder of the undercarriage has been freshened up with neatly applied black paint. Now, without a doubt, one of the wildest, most intriguing cars to come from the muscle car era is this. We simply don't get many of these here at the museum because they never produced a lot of them. But whenever we do, it's my favorite. And whenever it's for your collection or to hit the local car shows and ice cream parlors, you will be noticed by people. That is a fact. Not to mention it is an investment, and this one is legit. And my dad has not seen them go anywhere but up in value. This car is proof that you can have fun and be financially smart as well. So with that being said, go to volocars.com or give us a call, and the salesman can help answer your questions, including how to get this delivered to your door and how to get financing. So thanks for watching.